Node? Committed to the cause, Alpha Node is ready to begin making preparations for war. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparations will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make our report to the Ancient. Back to the Rising Stones.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Okay. Volunteer Dragon Slayers. Minfili would have you assist with the preparations being made for the defense of Ishgard. I have bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should that the members of the Alliance agree to pledge to grant companies their soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on hand to act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. A small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support, I leave to Alphanode. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of your own security. Rounds told but a short flight from snowfields to Riffios. It is not imaginable that the flight may spill across the border. Pray brief staff ban on the brewing's conflict and discuss potential contingencies, and frontier settlers must be prepared for naught that might wing its way over the walls. I only hope that the precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might I suggest that you have Tartu accompany you? She has a talent for administration, and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. Okay, let's go and speak to Tartaru. We are rather close to Griffius, ain't we? We'd best see to our own defences and take stock of our supplies. Oh, and we also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good reception is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Violet. I have 101 things to discuss with Starfbound. I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Rivers, then the toll must be made ready. I increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I also see about finding rooms for the infirmary, as well as some temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favour. But for the rounding up the volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgard's soil, and I am certain headquarters will say the same. There will be no official adventurers go present at the siege. That said, such venture is of course free to do so as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of them capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck with Hero Mermaid's Toll. I dare say there are a few scout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have the time to ruse. Okay. So we need to talk to accomplished adventurer. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I am not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay away from Ishgard. Ishgard sounds like she's in the right mess, but that ain't what I want to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back to the scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from the Alameda by the name of Wivard was there with the fourth that day. I want you to know if you've seen him since. Have they? God damn it, I feared as much. Nobody's barely seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time Woodward stopped turning up for duty, then black market weapons went missing from our vault in Uldar. And now, of course, half the braves suspected that the lads are making off with the goods. Folks like to believe our company is disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, it's no mere motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and grandpa veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath and fighting for the freedom of all, and the steadfast pay, and the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Will was a fresh-faced honest, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. The boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of warriors, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't that type. And this is just between you and me, mind. The fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he noticed in the ledgers, something about the Braves' number not adding up. Aye, there's a villain in the end of this trail. I stumbled upon it, and I bet me good it ain't young Wilfred. Any road, if you got any war to wage, I'll let you go on. I thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Violet. Okay, let's go and find more adventurers. Where are they? So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege, those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I have pledged myself to guard Roundstall. Modest work though, it is. I am loath to break the terms of my contract. What to do. They're up there. Sell me blades to the Ishgars? Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I slay me fair share of coin was good. I worked for one of them nights before, and watched me like a bloody hawk, he did. Still, I put up with worse than that for a heavy purse. The others should be inside, I think. Volunteer my service to defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. 'Twould be escape such a fate that I took up the mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Fair enough. Let's go and talk to Tartaru. There you are, Violet. So, did you sway any hearts? 1 or 2, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes a 3 or 4. Not included Saffron's friends. We won't have the large company in the arbor, but I'd say one Roundstall veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. And allied to perspective, Tartarus has a message for you from Alphanode. Oh, I've been caught up with the recruiting that I almost forgot there's been word from Alphanode. Apparently the Alliance leaders has convened in Ul'dah and to discuss Ishgard's plight, and they requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you best make your way to Ul'dah, or you'll be late. Alfred said that he would meet you at the royal promenade. Okay, let's go to order. Let's get a drink. Okay. Alfred? My apologies for calling you away from your tasks. I'd hoped to proceed with these negotiations one leader at a time. But it seems my urgent requests for audience have prompted a gathering of the council. Needless to say, I'm obliged to attend. The Lannister's already settled seated within. Let us join them, shall we?
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Braves' intervention.
Uldar has not.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alfino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard, not when our own homes are still under siege.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again. If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Ul'dah to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard. Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems that we have conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers on yet another mission to Istanbul a danger. But I fear we have left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Hoshfond and Sir Emmerich to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision, short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill the roles as Orden's guardians. Captain Arbord, what news? Then the assault is begun? We have but at this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position, or your unit will join the House Delineer at the still vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights, and fend the driven horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I'm able. Further, to have you and your adventurous allies bolster your defenses like the steps of faith. Report first to the Sturm Maceland at the Gates of Judgment, and he will direct you to where you are needed most. Pray the gods grant us victory. Okay. Nope, not that button. You are appointed captain of the sellsword contingent? Then welcome. There is no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, Dravalan skirmishes parties are hurrying positions across the central hinterlands. I have assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is, of course, merely precursor to the assault on Ishgard proper, and the woolly serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain in the steps of faith and continue our preparations. When the horde arrives on the forest, they will shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishes are slain. Okay. fine with you. Hello. Ugh. There we go. Any more? Nope. Let's go to a different point. No, no, not that way. One down. For commander. Let's report back. What news, venture? Are the reinforcements disintegrated, you say? The running devils? Damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, my lady. We will revenge the deaths of your fellows in the battle to come. The Steps of Faith. Seymour wishes to prepare you for the siege on Ishgard. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know that you are tasked with defending beyond the gates of judgment, like the Steps of Faith. A great bridge of stone and leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply means to cross the sea of clouds. The bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane warriors that form the barrier we call Trifune's Collar. Alas, it's dispelling the barrier uttermost layer that the thrice-demanded witch Isard stripped the bridge of its protection. and thus the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we shall suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to those parts of the bridge wherein the wars are sealed. Are you rest of you adventure? All now rests on you, adventurer. Lead your comrades into the steps of faith and prepare to meet the horde. Pray the Fury guide your blade.